Hello everyone! Time for an exciting new part. Well, start of a new part. Starting a new playthrough, part 1. We're doing the Mass Effect Trilogy. Yes, that's right. Mass Effect did win the viewer vote, voting through likes, comments, views, etc., etc. We are playing the terrible, terrible Legendary Edition. For some reason, you guys seem to like that one, and it's the only way I can have commentary, because I still haven't managed to get my mic to work on my PC yet. But, here we go. And it's an excuse to look at this edition and, you know, talk about it and complain. We will be starting fresh, so I have touched it before. Well, yeah, obviously I touched it before, because I did a quick look. I have not touched this game outside of that, though. We will be starting a fresh... What's this option? Can I switch to... leave that be... Start... Hopefully that takes me to the main menu, because I want to start a fresh file for this playthrough. It's weird that they... I don't like the design of that menu. That doesn't help. I mean, it looks nice, but it shouldn't be start resume. So, yeah, let's talk about the playthrough. I will be playing how I normally play, which will be about 75% Renegade, 25% Paragon. What does that mean? It basically means I'm Renegade most of the time, but I will make the optimal Paragon choices when they show up. Like, I fully intend to have every squad mate in all 3 games survive. I plan to, you know, do the best things. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not spoil this in the off chance there's some of you who haven't played or seen the Mass Effect Trilogy, which I could not believe if that was true, because, come on, who hasn't played through this trilogy? I mean, I know it's technically old now, that's why this Legendary version exists, so for new players to give it a try. I don't know, maybe you were under 18 when the trilogy came out initially, and now you're old enough to play in a mature game. Well, anyway, I'm gonna yammer on, so let's just get started. And I usually play this on a normal difficulty. I think for this file, I will pump up to the next difficulty. Why not? Let's get some game rage out there and try if it's actually hard.
Welcome to Alliance
So
Military
obviously, quick look, skipped all this create a character and origin garbage. It's not garbage, I actually like it.
Connection.
But, yeah. Alright, hang on a sec, everyone.
Confirmed.
Sorry about that, folks. Good thing I started early today, so interruptions have not actually taken away from the time. So you have your 2 defaults, so basically if you don't want to play RPG character creator, which these days I usually don't, like most new RPGs, I will pick a default, whatever the hell garbage. But we are customizing our Shepard today. Yes, custom. Oh, they have the default, and then they have quick starts. So it's like full on game makes it to game sorta makes it to make it yourself. We will be doing male Shepard this time. All right, and you will be titled for stream. So I know that this file is for the stream. Yeah, for stream. Sorry, jerk ass. You're never gonna be made. I know I was joking with all the quick looks for RPGs that would be the RPG character for the channel, but...
Please log in to access your profile.
Yeah, computer lady, who we never see again. Alright, for stream. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, male Shepard, you know, immerse myself in the game, you know, with the self... Not exactly self-insert, but, you know, my preferences or something, I don't know. And we will be going with Earthborn. Because I don't know, somewhere... I think this, like, gives you some Renegade points as being Earthborn, and then Spacer gives you some Paragon, and then Colonist is in the middle. But there is hidden stats to these. You get a side quest, a backstory, and some points. I think Colonist actually might be a bit of both. Like, you get, like, 10 Renegade, 10 Paragon, and that's 5 each. I'd have to actually look it up, so don't take that as, like, for sure correct, but yeah, definitely look into it before you make your character. It's not a big deal, like, there's more than enough points in the game, as long as you play correctly. Like, you definitely have to know if you're doing a Paragon or Renegade playthrough from the start, or you're gonna be messed up. Okay, Earthborn.
Confirm psychological.
And we are going, again, these have hidden stats, we're gonna go with Ruthless, because we gotta get that Renegade going.
Confirm military specialization.
And we are going to play the Sentinel, since that's my favorite class in this game. You have both biotics and tech powers, so specialist. It's basically a ghost from StarCraft, which I think I said that about something, didn't I? I said that about Jodie and Beyond Two Souls, so yeah, I guess I just really like the concept of ghosts from StarCraft, so I try to make it in what few sci-fi things that allow it. Alright, so Sentinel.
Confirm facial identification.
We will use default Shepard's face. I am not making some freak show character creator. I'm gonna play around with it looking around though. Okay, yeah, confirm appearance.
Profile reconstruction
So,
complete.
yeah, other than the name, this is what I normally do. I mean, Sentinel sucks in Mass Effect 2, but Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3, Sentinel's the best. At least in my opinion. I'm sure there's people who are really into the series, who play it on all sorts of difficulties and such, will go, oh, Sentinel sucks.
Identification confirmed.
And we are not gonna do hardcore. Not today. I actually kind of would want to try it, because like, I played this trilogy a bunch. So we will be doing Veteran. Auto level off, of course. Classic is 1 to 60 like the original version. Yes. The 1 to 30 is to make it similar to Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Actually, no, Mass Effect 3 has up to 60, doesn't it? I should know. I played through them. Subtitles on. Squads should be effective. I don't want them just standing there like morons. Oh, you know, funny thing. I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, because I've been trying to be good and not play the trilogy, because I wanted to say that for the channel. But in goddamn Andromeda, the comms, your squad mate guys, they will stand there and do nothing. It's so annoying. It's like, why even have squad mates? I know Andromeda's gone even further action-y, because we're playing through Mass Effect 1, so it's still kind of, you know, old school BioWare RPG. They go more into RPG element than... Here, I better shut up, actually. I'll yammer more later.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He got most of his unit killed on Torfin.
He gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
So that conversation takes place well before the start of the game. I'll point that out more. So there's a bunch of text, blah, 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 blah. So humans really got true space travel when they found the ancient Prothean ruins on Mars. They used that to find the first Mass Effect relay, and then the relay led them to the Galactic Civilization, which led to the First Contact War, which we will be exploring all this lore and backstory stuff in the game, for those who don't know. And obviously those who know, you probably don't want to hear my constant yammering. Well, actually no, why else tune in if you don't want to hear my yammering?
Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
God, Shepard just bumps into everyone on his way to the bridge.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
So I made it clear that I really think the graphics look better in the original. I mean, I know I have looked at the video for both, and yes, objectively it is better in the Legendary Edition, but they've changed things. Like, it isn't just a straight-up graphic update. Some textures, some models have been, like, actually changed out. They put fresh ones on top of it or something.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilous gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
So yeah, let the renegading begin. Like, for one thing in particular with the graphics, like, you could tell with, like, the faces, like, Shepard and Kaiden's faces look really weird in this scene. Shut up, game, I know how to play. I'm on veteran difficulty, I know how to play. I'm trying to talk to the audience.
That's enough. You're soldiers. Act like it.
Like, the faces are so wrong. Like, it irks me. It's like something's wrong with the game as I'm playing it.
Relay, Captain.
I try not to talk over the conversation, but like I have to point it out. Like, Joker looks fine, but like Shepard and Kaiden look weird.
I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
I guess there's subtitles, so I guess I could yammer over this.
Better brace yourself, sir.
I didn't do a sound check, so who knows how loud I am in comparison to the game.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the
I should have. Wait, no, I sound checked when I did the quick look. Or at least I hope I did. So it should be fine. Yeah, you.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay for it.
Like, the face is so wrong. It's like, I think they even did the animations different with Shepard. Okay. So we probably won't need it, but I am gonna do my usual RPG thing and make a save at the very start of the game. So if I ever wanted to replay through it again, I could do it from the start. But in this case, for the stream, if like the video cuts out or something happens, some sort of mistake, and we have to start over again or something, we will have a start over point. So yes, let us begin. We will be doing every side mission, every little thing. So we're gonna talk to everyone. So this is gonna be a long playthrough, which works for me because it saves you the trouble of trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna play next.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting.
I thought you guys had something to say. I almost want to like play like the original non-stupid legendary version just to see if they did cut stuff. I know for sure one of the DLCs is not in Mass Effect 1. Like for the PS3 version they cut it too, and I think across the board for the Legendary Edition it's out. Like PC and Xbox and whatever the hell else the Legendary Edition's on, it's been cut. It's like, wow, great job, BioWare. You rocked this one out of the park with cutting DLC and charging full price for this remaster. Thankfully I got my copy for free, but yeah, still waste of money to anyone who actually bought this crap. Just buy the original, like Presley's hair. It's suddenly dyed instead of gray like it is in the original.
To see the captain?
Presley, did you learn that you look... you want to look younger? I forget which is Renegade and Paragon when it's just left and right. Because I'm used to Paragon up and Renegade down. We'll go with right.
I'm on my way to give him a status update right now.
With all due respect, sir, maybe he'll finally tell you what we're really
What
doing.
happened to the real Presley? Why are you dyeing your hair? You look wrong.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilous. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run?
Well, what other race Spectre would they send? It's not like there's human ones around, so shut up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location.
So yeah, we're always going to ask questions, so there will probably be repeat, like, lore and answers and such, so bear with it.
Fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilous. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just...
And obviously, since there's a lot of talking, I'm probably going to do less. Like, during conversations, I'm probably not going to say as much unless I really have a reaction or something.
A full crew makes sense. We need the extra hands in case anything goes wrong. And the Spectre is just here as an observer.
Well, maybe you're right, Commander, but I just can't shake this feeling that we're out here on false pretenses.
Wanna guess if something goes wrong? Yeah, I think something's gonna go wrong too.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson
What with his eyelashes? Like, his eyelashes looked weird when he closed his eyes.
He melted down all his metals. He could make a life-size
like, for real, I want to see, like, the idiots who actually did pay full price for this. Unless they've never actually touched the trilogy before. Those people, like, okay, you had no other choice, but anyone who's actually played the trilogy before and bought this crap, it's like, wow, just threw 60 to 70 bucks down the toilet for this piece of crap. Just mod the original trilogy if Max graphics don't cut it for you. Yeah, I know, I'm talking over the conversation when I said I wouldn't, but it's hard not to, because this stupid edition irks me so.
Human military, but Nihilous doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilous looks like he's expecting some heavy action.
What normal chain of command? They work for the Council. They're not part of the Alliance military. Are you an idiot, not Presley?
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley.
Not
Just
Presley.
follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
That's not Presley. Presley doesn't dye his damn gray hair.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit.
So the lower deck is closed because we're in the tutorial. We'll go to the talking people shortly. You can't shoot the people! I'm a madman!
Here it comes!
I actually think it's the controls. Oh, did I do that? Square is grenades, okay. What the hell? Oh yeah, there's no reload because it's charged. Why'd the grenade just blow up? I'm pushing melee. Okay, whoops, I wasted a Medigel. Whoopsie. Sorry folks at home, I have to actually get used to the controls, because I haven't played it on the PS4 before. And for some reason, they decided to actually change the control scheme. What's touchpad do? If square's grenades, oh, that's just put stuff away? So you'd think it'd be the opposite. Touchpad would be grenades, and square would put weapons away. I believe that's how it was on PS3, but nope, let's change the control scheme just for kicks. It's not like we're gonna have people returning to this series.
What do you think, Commander?
Like, I'm pretty sure they sold this on nostalgia, not, hey, you want to check out this acclaimed series?
Your real action usually
Alright, Dr.
ends with me
Chakwas
patching
actually
up
does
crew
look better in
members
this.
the infirmary.
I won't lie. Like, Chakwas actually looks better with the graphical update.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up when we're done.
I know how things work, Commander. I've seen my
All
share
of the shadows
combat, but it's
for her
foolish to go
hair
looking
look
for
weird.
You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint.
Yeah, the shadows for her hair are weird.
Doc,
that ruins it. Like, her hair and outfit look nicer, but the shadows ruin it.
Not one with the Spectre on board.
I forget if this will actually make the conversation go forward or not. We'll risk it.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
No.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw
good.
this up.
I didn't mess up.
What can you tell me about Nihilous?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though.
Why is their eyes so wide? Is that new?
Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilous, I haven't said more than 2 words.
Like she was shocked that she was talking.
Speaks
like, oh my god, what am I
hope we get a
saying?
chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilous took down an entire enemy platoon
I think
all
they
by
made
himself.
Jenkins' eyes more blue.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone.
Is it that shocking?
Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
My face is more shadow.
Protected at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke
Obviously,
the
it's because of the light source. That's why Shepard's like all the light. She's partially shadow and he's fully shadow. Jenkins is fully shadowed, but it doesn't look good. Like it was like the lighting was different in the original. And it was more blue. Like this is like white fluorescent lighting. Like we're in Normandy's Walmart.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Was that the Spectres? Like I wasn't actually listening to the conversation.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard.
Okay, yeah, we heard that one.
Spectres don't
Carefully
have any
skip.
Protected at any cost.
Carefully skip, because I don't want to... See, because they auto for exit conversation, so you keep mashing skip, you'll just exit out of the conversation before you're done.
Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise.
I swear they made his nose bigger too.
On the outskirts of the colony.
And geez, look at that nose shine. It looks like his nose is discolored. Jenkins, he's suffering from cancer.
But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
No, just follow my orders, Jenkins, and you'll live. There we go, our, what do you call it? Renegade points. I meant to actually look at these. Oh, we have points to spend! All in on Intimidate. We did get that Renegade points. You know I want to get the other stuff. We do actually need Charm, because there will be parts of the game where we will do Paragon. Like, I fully intend to do a Paragon romance. Like, I hate that the romance is split between Renegade and Paragon. Like, I understand, like, yeah, that's cool to have the option. And I will try to have us do the Codex before we end the game. I know I kind of lied about... I didn't follow through on the promise. I won't say I lied. I guess technically it's a lie, but didn't follow through on the promise with Ghost of Tsushima. But hopefully with the Mass Effect Trilogy, I will. Each one. Like, each one I will go through the Codex. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Is there anything I could touch in the room before I talk to Nihilous? Oh no! He captured me!
Shepard,
son of a bitch.
I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
I believe Red is Renegade.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime.
Oh yeah, I think I was going to explain Paragon and Renegade better for the new viewers, but oh well. I'm too busy bashing the game to go into real explanation.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your
Jesus, I want to just play the actual trilogy on PS3 or PC.
Proof that humanity can
I
not only
don't want
establish
to
colonies across the galaxy,
play
but
this
also protect them.
trash version.
But how safe is it really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
And I love Mass Effect, so we are probably going to go long. I mean, I know I'm scheduled only for 2 hours, but this might turn into a 3-hour stream.
I think it's about time we told the
Yeah, like Anderson's face completely wrong. I don't know why they botched his face so bad. Like, he looks like it's a completely new face.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during
So yeah, we did do this in the quick look, didn't we?
Prothean.
So, like, probably a lot of this garbage is repeat. We are... I think we will go carry on with the question.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Yeah, my Shepard's only sorted down.
Remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years.
It got us into a war, which we are not bringing that up.
To handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish.
Man, I got so many like spoiler things to say because I played through the whole trilogy and Andromeda.
Sharing that beacon
over that garbage.
With the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
Hopefully I'll remember when these things come up throughout the trilogy and like, oh yeah, hey, remember when they said this? Well, this is right in front of us.
He's here to evaluate you.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
Yeah, actually.
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander.
No. Have you met Shepard? Shepard's dumb. Shepard's a dumb Marine that likes to yell at people and shoot things, and somehow that gets the job done.
The Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills.
Yeah, we find the one Turian in the galaxy.
I don't care that you're human, Shepard.
Humans.
I only care that you can do the job.
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about
you,
Shepard.
Good luck with that, Shepard. We have a whole trilogy of that.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilous will accompany you to observe the mission.
You know, I miss like all the like fan songs for over the terrible Mass Effect 3 ending that stupid YouTube took down. Oh.
Why is this beacon so important?
Man, that was such a big thing when the Mass Effect 3 dropped. Everyone got to the ending, and then so many fans were complaining about the ending. And rightfully so. When we get there, I will complain too.
That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
So yeah, I'm clearly not paying attention to this garbage because I already know it all.
There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
I thought Eden Prime's on the border of the Traverse, not the Terminus.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war.
Yeah, except the Terminus systems aren't united, so it wouldn't be declaring war, it'd be one raid band.
We have to keep this low-key.
But I guess they really wanted this to sound like more dire than it is, 'cause, you know, we gotta get the plot to be serious and such. What did we even ask? We probably already asked these, but I guess we're going through them again because I wasn't paying attention.
Just what they taught us in school.
Yeah,
they
blah blah.
Nobody really knows how or why.
Yeah, blah
Citadel
blah.
is the very heart of galactic society.
Okay, Eden
their
Prime, border, the terminus or something. It's gonna say wrong hands, right? No.
Evolution as a space
Well, if I skipped over stuff we haven't talked over, whoops.
It will be known as the world
Means there's subtitles and pausing, and I'm pretty sure most of you have already played through this.
All advanced galactic civilization.
I mean, if you really want to see it all, I caught it on my channels twice. I got the quick look for both the Legendary Edition and the original. If you really want to see that whole conversation in full, it's on my channel. Yeah, we did wrong hands, so yeah, we're ready to get the hell out of here. So that's what happened. Like, we just went through all those twice.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy
I noticed that one had a name. The other one is identified as officer. I wonder if the main character will be a party member or squad mate or whatever you want to call it. I like how all of them aren't even wearing helmets. I mean, that wouldn't help them or save them, but like, they didn't even go in there prepared.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Like, he knows the exact second of the thing. That's such a movie stupid thing. Like, I think I complained about this in another video, but it's like when they say Coma's the DJ and then they say the word in English or the other language or whatever. It's like, why do you say, how do you say this? And then you say the word.
A small
so it's just like this. Oh, reverse to this exact second, because I know the second that the thing that we wanted to see. Yeah, Shepard's face is wrong. And his armor even looks worse, too.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander.
You know, it's kind of like old cartoons where you see the one object is painted or animated different from all the others, so you know that's the thing that's going to move. It's kind of like that. It's like the character models don't belong in the world that's generated.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here,
like,
Captain.
I seriously can't believe people who waste
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander.
just to have it on the next
Go in
system.
heavy and head straight for the
that
dig
goes
site.
doubly worse
What
for
about
people who bought it on
survivors,
PC when the original trilogy's on
Is a
PC.
secondary objective.
And you can just mod it. God, with the light on Anderson's face, his face looks even worse.
Nihilous, you coming with us?
Jenkins' eyes aren't blue in that shot. So they did bluer his eyes more on the ship.
He'll feed you status
Why?
Otherwise,
I know bluer, that's not really a word, but...
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilous is on our side. He wants
Like, what did they do to Anderson? He didn't look all weird like that.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
I was wondering how they get down. Do they actually jump down or do they rappel?
Ship perimeter secure.
Okay, so I actually want to look at controls. So I think these are untrained. I don't know, I can't tell. In the original edition, it'll tell you if you're trained or not. And this it does not. So I don't know if it actually is untrained. And I got throw, so I got attack power and biotic power. And I probably should explain these things to the people who don't actually know this series. But I'm sure there's some of you out there who don't even know what the hell any of this is and what the hell I'm talking about. Like half the time, because we just started this trilogy and not everything's been explained. Like, what's a biotic? What's a Turian? Blah, 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 blah. What are all these mystical, magical things? Yeah, grab. Not only did it have the upgrade, it had some money and a metagel. Yeah, I know, a metagel. It had some metagel in the thing. At least it says fatigue. Before, just had Shepard breathing heavy. And I guess they took Shepard... Oh, you know what? I didn't turn the volume up on my end. I've been able to hear it well enough so far, so I guess the volume... the game settings volume is high enough. So I don't even really need to mess with my TV. Okay, so we went in a circle, right? Yeah, we started here on the edge. And, so Eden Prime looks like shit, because in the original version, which you can see, because I did the original version on my channel, is all blackened from the fires. But this is like a nice peaceful sunset. Oh, what a happy scene, all the people dying. It's like, wow, for real, BioWare, how'd you guys mess up so bad? Like, again, Mass Effect 1 wasn't... I mean, I guess it is now, but it's only, what, like a 15-year-old game? Like, it's not that old. It's still, I guess you would call modern. I mean, even though technically speaking, it's, what, 2 console generations back? But, I mean, it's still, like, it looks good. It's, like, not amazing, but... Oh, poor Jenkins, he died, and he charged in. Although, I think, like, he actually does order Jenkins to move over to the cover, and he did. So, actually, Shepard killed him, he didn't charge ahead. Actually, no, he motioned him to go to that cover, and he went... So, I guess he did charge ahead, or unless they changed it for the stupid Legendary Edition. Well, it smells like sunset to me, Caden, but your dialogue wasn't re-recorded, so that's actually original dialogue. Well, first squad mate dead. I know I said I'd keep them all alive, but he's a fixed death. Well, let's leave the corpse for the buzzards.
We need to finish
the Renegade.
Aye, aye, sir.
You know, it's kind of my problem with, like, the whole Paragon Renegade system. It could just be, like, Shepard could have been like, we must go get vengeance, or I'm mad now, rather than, oh, ditch him. Unless it was like, ditch him till the mission's over. It's like, the thing with Paragon and Renegade, it's not good versus evil. It's not like Coast War or Baldur's Gate or something like that. That was the beauty of, like, Jade Empire in this game, that BioWare had nuanced philosophies. Like, Renegade is not evil. Renegade is get the mission complete at all costs. So you might do something slightly less ethical, or maybe you will go for the kill rather than save a friend. It is not an evil act. It is an act of someone with determination and conviction. We will also pop Charm, because we want all dialogue options available. And even on the harder difficulty, I am having no trouble. Like, this feels the same as the previous difficulty. I don't know if that's because it's Legendary Edition. I'm tongue-tied already. We need decryption and electronics, because we want to hack everything open. I hate that it's... Like, again, this is so RPG-y. And then they change it up as things go on. You don't have to have a skill to hack things in the next game, and they even dumb it down further in the third one. Like, I'm fine that, like, BioWare decided, yeah, let's go take in a more action-oriented, because it's different. It's not, you know, Dragon Age, which is pretty much the only other RPG BioWare does is Mass Effect Dragon Age. For some reason, they decided to drop Jade Empire. Nice seeing how popular the Jade Empire played. Oops, I wasted a grenade. Because for me, Square should be reload. There is no reload in this, I know, but I'm used to the other 3 Mass Effects, 2, 3, and Andromeda, where you do reload. And what the hell is oh, X button. X buttons are... Jesus, like, I wanted to push the stick. I mean, I know the controls isn't, like, the problem with... Well, it is, but not specifically the Legendary Edition's problem. More games should let you mess with the control scheme. Like, just let... Oh, we're getting cutscene. I was going to look around for treasure. So, I didn't really explain it, but we're fighting Geth, which are AI made by one of the alien races. So, yeah, kill them all. So, you know, AI, you know, we'll get Terminator, Skynet, and Vicky, and all the other terrible AIs of fiction. Adam. Oh, so there's other evil AI out there. The hat. The bowler hat. For those who know. And for the people who are what the hell are you talking about? Well, it's a reference. You know me, I love my obscure references. And I actually use powers. I'm falling into the dumb noob trick of not using my powers and abilities. Mass Effect, you should be always throwing abilities. Use them all the time till your cooldowns are telling you can't use them right now. I knew there's treasure. I played through this trilogy so many times. I know the treasure of Mass Effect 1 nearly by heart. Yeah, 1 and 2 I've played like the most. 3 I haven't played as much, even though I like the gameplay the most of 3, but yeah, the story's fine. It's the ending and the bad guy's motivation. I know I always talk like, hey, you guys all know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna be careful and not do spoilers and such. I might hint at things, but I will not. Yeah, let's see if we walk past her. She'll trap me, I'm sure. Yep.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212.
Yeah, the lady from the named lady from the thing. Shocker, she's a party member or notable NPC or whatever. Spoiler, whatever, I don't know. Wait, no, this isn't a spoiler. I did all of Eden Prime.
We tried to get off a distress call.
On the quick look.
Communications.
So if you haven't seen my quick look, then that's on you, not on me with the spoilers. I guess I could have put that in the title, potential spoilers, but for real. Excuse me. Yeah.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're
facing?
facing?
You know what? I should have been the questions.
I think they're
questions.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
For the treasure?
They must have come for the beacon.
Yeah, the treasure.
The
Everyone loves treasure.
Close, just over that rise.
You know,
it might still
treasure, ladies, and time travel. That's what everyone wants. At least that's what I want. Yeah, stay here, rookie. Don't get yourself killed like my poor guy Jenkins did.
The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
See, that's a renegade response. Let's go get even, not leave the corpse behind.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Yeah, follow my orders or I'll yell at you.
Commander. You give the orders and I'll follow them.
Oh, I'm Shepard. I yell at everyone.
What else do you know about the Geth?
That's all what Paragon and Renegade is. Motivation for yelling.
Synthetics, non-organic life forms with
pretty sure in the party members like joke about it in Mass Effect 2 and 3. Like Shepard loves yelling at people.
It was supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
Why does Shepard keep pointing with his gun to slightly to the left?
The 232 was with them.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the original. I mean, like everyone in the comments, feel free to correct me and tell me how wrong I am. But my God, I'm gonna take a crap on this edition as much as possible.
From the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
You can ask about the scientists on a different subject. It's so dumb.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre?
Yeah, I'm slightly paying attention, so
there aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met.
Yeah, it's a human colony in human space.
Anyway.
On the edge of
if you saw this
the
guy, you'd
human
know
space
there's
to
enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Yeah, those funny bird men, they're not here. Yeah, more renegade points. Oh no, the game's telling me how to play. Shut up, game. I played through this game well before you existed. Stupid Legendary Edition. Your tutorial garbage. Yeah, I think that's how I do it. The actual class and then the other garbage. Doesn't matter. Comms suck, so they're gonna be crap. Although at least, like, the one thing I'm gonna to rip on Andromeda. At least in this game, you could tell your party members to use their abilities. Andromeda, it's up to them if they use their abilities. And you only get 3 in Stupid Andromeda. Well, dumb. God. You know what? There you go, Legendary Edition. There's someone lower on the totem pole than you. I can make fun of the I want to say Legendary Edition. No, Andromeda. Andromeda's terrible. Even though I'm getting back into it. But that's more or less because I love Mass Effect, not because like Stupid Andromeda. Okay, let's look at those dragon's teeth. No investigation? Did they take it away? Shut up. I want to play how I want to play. Shut up. I do like that sound though. I wish they kept that in the whole trilogy, not just one. Yeah, shut up, game. You suck. Yeah, go do it for doing it for the sound effect. Yeah, no. Listen to. Oh, I pushed square again. I can't break the habit. I shoot a few rounds and then I reload. Can't detrain me, game. I've played through the trilogy. I mean, I know it's not the actual Legendary Edition's fault. Like, Mass Effect 1 didn't have reloading. It was charges. I guess in their mind, ammo wasn't a thing. And it isn't. In 2 onwards, it's heat sinks, so it's ammo, kinda. All it does is it cools off the weapon so that it doesn't, like, overheat and whatever. They explain it in 2. So I guess minor spoilers, there'll be a technological update between 1 and 2.
By who? Our side or the
I guess it's not really a spoiler, it just sort of happens. It's not a plot thing.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, shut up, I'm not even listening anymore.
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Yeah, they didn't give me renegade points for that. Sons of bitches.
Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead.
Oh, I got hurt back there? See some Medi-Gel. Oh, treasure I almost missed. That's unacceptable. I got a grenade back, but you know, I barely even use grenades. I do like the upgrade from grenades to heavy weapons in from 1 to 2. And then they bring grenades back in 3, but only for certain classes, so. Oh, I see dragon's teeth. Yeah, good place for an ambush. Good job. Tell the enemies how to do it. Damn, Geth zombies. But for those who know, I know, I played through the trilogy. I'm gonna be non-spoilery. So for now, they're Geth zombies. I know, even that in itself is a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler, it's a hinting that there's more to it, so they're not really Geth zombies. The Geth zombies they are for now. Alright, let's throw them. I'm a biotic. Take that. With my telekinetic powers. I know I like to say this is a clean show, but I'm probably going to be a little less clean because this is a pretty mature game, so I will probably swear more, and I will probably ogle and comment about the ladies in this. So if that offends you, you probably should leave now, because mature game, slightly mature commentary, although I will try to keep it relatively clean and less creepy as possible, but I'm not gonna make any promises I will not be able to keep. So, yeah. Good, got electronics unlocked. Maybe we'll do that next time. I know I really want Perrier. I want all the stuff. I know, we'll hit level 60, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine in the long run. And people are going, why are you doing that on Caden too? Yeah, just in case. In case of what? Shut up. That's what. Stupid potential viewer, which is just myself. Yeah, I'm sure you love hearing how crazy I am. Well, if I can't complain about the game, I gotta complain about myself. So we want to save. We're not saving over that. We will be doing a fresh one. And I always do that for the packing, just in case I screw up. I am not losing out on treasure or content because of the stupid hacking. So shut up. Shut up. God, that instruction's bad. You're not supposed to rapidly tap the same button. You just Simon says it.
Humans. Thank them.
This lady actually looks better in this version.
Door before they come back.
And he looks older. He doesn't look worse, like, graphically. He just looks... They made him look like an old man.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They
So that's like the thing with this edition. Like, some of it, yeah, it looks better. Other times, like, what did you do to that character or that setting?
And I stayed behind to pack up the camp.
Like, the Normandy's lighting looks fluorescent. Eden Pines and Sunset instead of, looks like a battle scene.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon,
I mean, minor spoilers, but the crazy guy isn't actually crazy.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened
He's actually speaking crazy truth.
1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
As the attack...
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's what makes them... Yeah, that's what makes them think he's crazy.
Before the attack, he couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsafe.
I'm gonna call him crazy. Friend of crazy guy. It's not actually crazy.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime.
Take note of that. Data module from a galaxy-wide communications network.
Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
That's like one nice thing of the lore that will come back. It's like, hey, it really was that thing. It wasn't just like they threw some MacGuffin thing in here in the first one, and it'll never come back to it later. Even though, like, plot stuff will revisit that idea and such.
Unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Is it madness to see the future?
Genius implies intelligence, where madness is more a psychological or personality defect, rather than intelligence.
I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
I love Renegade.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god! What did you do?
You're next, lady, so shut up. Shut up, Caden, or you're the third one.
Whacking people in the head?
Yes, I can. I'm Commander Shepard. I yell at everyone. I hit everyone.
Crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Williams,
I suppose you're right, crazy guy who busted into our house. Yeah, 9 Renegade. You're actually evil. Instead of going, oh, the advanced philosophies and nuance and such, and like, yeah. Well, that's kind of why I do 75% Renegade and 25% Paragon, because some Renegade things are objectively wrong. Saren actually looks better in the upgrade. Like, you could actually get a good detailed look at his eyes.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Saren, why do you look like you're a cyborg?
Thought you could use some help on this one.
Oh, that's a little weird.
To find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Yeah, hold still. Don't look behind you while talking to me. Oh, there's a gunfire in the distance. Maybe we should go check it out. And oh look, we changed the design of the ship. It looks slightly different. And you can see it better because it's sunset. But it still does the plume of red black smoke, which makes less sense. Because at least with if the whole place is all smoky on fire, the ship's just pushing the smoke away. But this is saying that's just the ship farting out gas. Or smoke, or whatever. So yes, Legendary Edition, that's another minus point to you, piece of crap. Like, for real, if you guys don't believe me, check my quick look comparison from Mass Effect 1 Legendary and Original version. I promise you, the few little upgrades they did are nothing compared to all the botches they did. Like, what dummies. Go ahead and throw that guy. Finally, jeez. Oh, there was a guy explode. I thought it was Caden exploding. Yeah, no, finally playing a shooter and I don't know how to aim. Okay, so we will pop open that. Yeah, sorry, you know, kinda OCD. Gotta mark the journal as I read it. I don't want to see flickers at me. Don't you flicker at me. Grab some fountain gel and a grenade, so I'm gonna always waste that garbage.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Well, that's a shame. You're talking to crazy Shepard. He'll punch you or yell at you or both.
Nobody moves a muscle until we know who you are.
Nice going, Cole. I told you we should have stayed hidden.
Yeah, I'll toss a grenade in there instead.
We're all on the same side here. We're just farmers. We've been hiding ever since.
No, you're standing over there, and I'm standing over here.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found
They
something
make that
out there,
guy's
but it
nose
never really
bigger.
mattered to us.
Swear that guy's nose is bigger.
What else can you tell
I
me about
know,
the
I'm
ship you saw?
nitpicking and looking for any excuse to say this is the worst version. Yeah, well, I said that from the get-go. This is not a secret. I am already against the game.
Some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned.
Although his clothes look
It
better.
was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Yeah, I think that's right. That was ship, right? Yeah. Oh well. Guess we're done.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
The
Jeez,
stuff,
Blake,
man.
you gotta learn when to shut up.
Yeah, boy, do ya.
There's something you're not telling me.
It's time for Shepard to get angry.
We're running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major.
I defended your
Exchange for a cut of
honor.
the profits,
He
we let them
grew
store packages in
angry.
our sheds.
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
That's exactly
No,
what
it's not
Shepard would
like
have
that.
done.
I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Dun dun dun. Intense
I'm only gonna ask
rage.
this once. Think long and hard before you lie to me again. Are you sure all you've got is one lousy pistol?
No, wait. I
Oh
just
look,
remembered.
the weasel lied twice.
I just had it in my pocket. You might as well take that too. That's
Yeah, you
everything,
might
right?
as well. It's not
Who
like
was
you
your
just saved their
contact at the
lives from
spaceport,
the Geth zombies and the Geth.
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Rage
Rather be a snitch or a
intensifies.
corpse.
Powell. His name's Powell.
No honor among thieves.
That's all I know, really. So let's try to keep things friendly from here on in, okay?
Yeah,
I have to
okay.
go.
Yeah, I'm just screwing you over. Only 4 for 2? Screw you, game. Give me more. I'll fill that bar before we even leave the first planet, even though it's not possible. Oh no, we don't have electronic skill. Damn it. That's what happens when you don't diverse your skills between two sentinels. Damn it. My treasure, my treasure. Hopefully we'll level up by killing the next bit of Geth. It's my only hope.
Commander, it's Nihilous.
Yeah, he's a corpse. We'll deal with corpsey later. So, in the original edition, there was more fire over here, so it was actually kind of a challenge to get this, but this time they put it in one single corner for some reason, so whatever. Yeah, let's make it... you know what? I really should have pumped this to the hardest difficulty. I bet they made this easier. So I'm playing this on Veteran, and it feels the exact same as normal.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Like, for real. If they did make this stupid game easier, then... Goddamn, nothing good about this
I like the
legendary
way you hid
version.
behind those crates during the fight. Really helped us out. Thanks a lot.
Shepard's eyes look wrong.
But I'm just a
Face
dock
looks
worker.
fine,
I don't
though.
even have a weapon.
He
My
actually
name's
looks
Powell.
normal. He might actually
So
look
what happened
better
to
in
the
this
Turian?
version.
The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down.
So that's 2 people have seen a Turian other than Nihilous.
Shot him right in the back.
John Wayne special?
He didn't see me behind the crates.
Yeah, I'll stick to the possible.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilous?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I'd been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Because your friends are alive and you're alive.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler.
The hand wave.
My supervisor's dead. The entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from
yeah,
military
just get off the top, you know, it's a nice little racket. Although who the hell are you selling
We're out here
to?
trying to protect your
It's a brand new colony filled with farmers and scientists.
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Hand over those grenades. Now.
The Shepard slightly stepped forward and yelled.
Too many people died here for you to start jerking me around.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
There was
Shepard don't swing that way.
Worth a fortune, experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next. Those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership.
I don't know if you'll be able to see thousands of them from this spot.
It was a massacre.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift.
Stupid
I
lazy
sneak
worker.
Off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You ditch work. Then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone
And
else.
rip off the
I don't
Marines.
even have a gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and die?
Use the grenades you stole, dummy.
I couldn't save
You don't have to run out of there, just throw a grenade. If you don't say anything, they won't know where it came from. You dummy.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
And you let all your friends die, and they go,
morning.
oh, for me.
We loaded it up
It's
onto
all
the
your
train and
guys'
shipped it to the other
fault
platform.
for the beacon and
Hard to
such.
believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down.
No, it came sunset, because we're doing the dumb Legendary Edition, which changed things for some reason. Like, there shouldn't be shine from the sun on his face, it should be dark.
The attack came a few minutes later.
Just with red glows of the fires. Oh, look, like you see the ashes, they kept the ashes, but for some reason it's sunset.
We need to
like,
find
you
that
can't
beacon
defend
before
this
it's too
stupid
late.
edition of the game, it's so
Take the cargo
bad.
train. That's where the other Turian went.
And it's the only way forward, because this is a linear level.
I need to get away from all this.
Yeah, just, you know, surviving so awful. Only 2? Oh well, we're getting renegade points, so, you know, we should try what we can. Oh, you guys are just listening in on our conversation? That was nice of you waiting. Alright, let's get a good look at this guy. Stab a tour, and then pop him with a throw. Yeah, bye-bye, dead guy. Any other treasures back here? Are there some more dead guys down there? What are you guys shooting at? I don't see any dead guys. Yeah, shut up. I know how to play. You know, this is actually like, this is pretty much normal. If this game is not harder and I put it on a harder difficulty, is it a scaling thing? Like it'll get way harder the further in we go? Like that guy's charging me, so let's gun him down while he charges. Oh! Got a rocket! Ooh. Where's some cover? Yeah, gun that guy down. What a dummy, charging right up to me. So that might have been an explodey barrel, but no, it's a crate or cover or something. I want to use some cover because I'm dying. I don't have barrier because I was dumb and don't know how to plan out my level ups. Well, you know, the biggest problem with Metric 1 is, you know, getting locked out of stuff because you don't have enough Paragon or Renegade. It's never a problem in 2 and 3, but, like, boy, the first one, if you don't pile in the points to Paragon or Renegade, you will suffer the consequences 100%. Especially since you're importing your saves into the next game. You need it. Oh, I'm dying. I don't want a game over. This is going to be a no-death playthrough, unlike Ghost of Tsushima. I still need a drink. I'm losing my voice and being quite parched. Some sort of eloquent word to say dry mouth. Even though I just said it, so that's the purpose. They're like shooting, but they're in cover at the same time. Where are you guys, little hiders? Little flashlight heads? People are all going, oh, I bet you're going to eliminate the Geth. Yeah, we'll guess again when we get to 3. But yeah, I don't like the little flashlight heads, and don't get me started with the whole with the, like, oh, they're people too. No, they're not. They're robots. Don't care if the robot thinks it feels something. It's still a robot. Okay. Another point to intimidate, point to decryption, and a point to electronics. Overload is very useful too. And he will put a point to decryption and a point to electronics. And he will be leveled up evenly across the board for now. Did we loot the place? I want to double check. Outside of combat, you should not have a stamina bar. So all it does is drag down the game, and it's a long game. Like, we are going to be exploring planets after we get a ship. So we are going to be doing a lot of busy work. And there's going to be a lot of back and forth going to planets, to the Citadel Station, and all the other hub locations. Especially until I get all the licenses, so I can buy from my ship shop that will have all the things unlocked. But I think you can only get Spectre weapons from Citadel Station, so we're probably gonna have to go back there anyway.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we
I gotta remember, we did the whole prologue, so I guess none of the prologue stuff is spoilery. I don't know. I try to be careful anyway. Accessing the galaxy-wide communications network. Interestingly enough, it's making him float. Gotta love that guy. He just stood there for a few minutes and then, like, now I'll turn my head because the script says so. It's actually a good color scheme. The black and white. She's white, he's black. That really works.
Demolition
so yeah, our
charges.
first boss
The
fight,
Geth
disarm all the bombs.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
And yeah, this series hasn't been great with boss fights. The best one is clearly the final boss in Mass Effect 2. Still the best boss fight in the whole series, and I believe that includes Andromeda. Admittedly, I have not beaten Andromeda, so there might be some later boss fight that I haven't run across that is good. I doubt it. We'll throw the Geth Trooper. I said throw. I don't know why it didn't work. Overload. We'll take that shield down. There we go. Big explosion. Yeah, you got taken down by overload, you weakling. Get out of the way, Ashley, you idiot. We have sabotage. Can I hit him from here with sabotage? Let's find out. Yeah, I can. Ooh, fuck, it almost hit me. I think that's the thing with difficulty. There's more rocket troopers early on in the game, because I'm pretty sure rocket troopers don't show up till later, and they're a real menace when they're in numbers. If I recall correctly, they aren't as bad in the next game, but in the first game, they're pretty nasty. Then they're the Geth zombies. The Geth zombies are super strong in this game, and they're like way weaker as the trilogy goes on. Another rocket. Little rocket troopers. This on bomb. Yeah, we have more than enough time, but against the prologue boss fight, so, you know, you gotta make it somewhat easy just so players know what they're getting into and have a chance. It's not like the game is opened up and you can, like, make choices of where you go first and what you can buy and upgrade and what have you. Yeah, pops your little flashlight brain. God, that does so much damage. Do Sentinels just do more tech damage in one? I thought they were even between tech and biotics. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's because of my skill. Or no, electronics unlock the ability, so that would always happen. I was gonna say it's because of the hacking skill points I put into, but no, that's normal to unlock the ability in the first place. Pretty sure I already know that there's nothing over on this side, but you know. It's a habit. It's a good habit if you play RPGs. You gotta search everywhere. Search everywhere twice. And so we killed the bomb, so the boss fight just turned into a wrap up. You know, just find the fighters, the weaklings, the dead guys, kill them all. I know, why you call them dead guys? You're gonna go kill them because they're already dead. It's just a matter of getting over to them. Wow, actually, throw is an instant kill. I don't know. So maybe I'm just underestimating abilities in this game. Or does difficulty make abilities stronger? Maybe that's what it is. Like enemies are stronger, but so are you. That's crazy. Everybody chill. They are actually hurting me quite a bit. I actually don't remember the husks having shields. Maybe difficulty did pump this up, so my mistake for saying this is weaker and easier, although it's still easy. Maybe it's because I've been playing Andromeda, and Andromeda is a harder game, at least combat-wise. I know I didn't say before hacking, big mistake, but that's okay. We got it. Dang it, it's X button that runs. Okay, grab this crap. I think also with the quick look I was kind of racing through it because I just wanted to show it off. Or this time I'm actually taking my time and doing every little thing that I can. A lot of tasty treats. Grab them all. Let's get some ramblings.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Thanks, Peanut Gallery. Your treasured comments are what get me going each day. Aha, more treasure. That's why we must look carefully and thoroughly and multiple times. Grab it all. I need the money, I need the weapons, the armor, the upgrades, everything. Grab it all. Alright, guess we're ready to move the plot forward where Shepard saves Ashley from her idiocy. Although I believe if you are a female Shepard, it will be Caden being idiotic and you save him instead.
This is amazing.
Because, you know, you got a hint at the spark. Potential romance.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Wasn't a butt shot per se, but it kinda... Guess we could see. Yeah, okay, that's kind of one. I guess they didn't remove all of them. We'll get to Mass Effect 2, and we'll get to the part with Miranda, and be like, well, they removed that scene. I know we should be looking at her butt, and we're not.
Shepard! No, don't touch that!
Oh my god, in fact, this version of the game sucks. That's Shepard's reaction to the Legendary Edition, the face. Reaction might be our thumbnail, Shepard making the face. I don't know, we'll see what I use for the thumbnail for the quick look. I think it was a long look I called it because I did the whole prologue. Although, since I skipped through garbage, it probably was quicker than this. Because it was certainly not well over an hour. But then again, we didn't do the character creator either, so... yeah.
We identified the ship that touched
There's another good shot.
Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
How would they know? We killed all the Geth, and no other ship left the system. So how the hell do they know? And then Nihilous died, so as long as it's in the Spectre network. So that is a plot hole in this. How do they know?
This human must be eliminated.
Unless you're telling me there's a human spy in Saren's little organization, which never gets addressed or confirmed in this game. So that is a plot hole. How did Matriarch Benezia tell Saren, hey,
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
How do they get that information? This is a secret mission, and this stuff won't be disclosed till after we talk to the Council. So plot hole. So that's not on the Legendary Edition. That is on Mass Effect 1. I changed my eyes. They're more blue than normal, just like Jenkins.
Morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something
the shadows on my
happened down
face
there
are
with the
correct
beacon,
this time, Commander.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security
Thankfully,
field
the Legendary Edition hasn't really altered me, although my lips look poofier and pinker than before, so I guess they're trying to make me look sexy.
I expect better of my people,
Well,
Williams.
you're not getting romanced in this playthrough, Ashley, so go back to your chambers.
Don't be so hard on her.
Except they did something to her eyes
We
that
have no
last
idea if that's what
shot.
actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
Yeah, you broke
the
it,
beacon
you idiot.
exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Yeah, you're fat. Not one of us could carry you. It took both of us.
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Eden Prime has medical facilities?
Should have made sure I was alive first,
Listen,
not
you're
drag
better
my
off
way
in this
here.
infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime.
How dare you
Physically,
question
you're
my
fine.
healing powers,
But I
Shepard.
detected some unusual brain
You're not going to have any of my bottled
abnormal data
brandy
waves.
this year.
I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw...
Well, I try not to kiss and tell, Doctor, what happens in my dreams.
Destruction. Nothing's really clear.
So yeah, I know I said I wouldn't talk over the conversation, but I don't know, saying parody, jokey versions of what the hell they're actually saying seemed fun.
Well, all the readings look normal.
But again, you probably could hear the dialogue over my yammerings, and if not, there's subtitles. And again, up to this point, we have showed everything in the quick look, so if you really have a problem with it, they're there.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
Shepard did the point. That's the BioWare point, because that is in all quote-unquote modern BioWare games, from Mass Effect 1 to Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't think Andromeda has it. That's what we just did.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I don't want her on my ship.
Yeah, let's take the last Marine on Eden Prime with us, so they're completely undefended.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
And it happens a lot, because we picked Ruthless.
You did a good job, Shepard.
Yeah, you did a good job, Shepard. You killed all the men under your command once again.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilous is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon.
We're gonna have fun with the Council. Because we're renegade.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He didn't come to Eden Prime because he hates humans.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it had something to do with that beacon.
He did the point.
You were there just before that beacon
The Bioware loves that point.
Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some
I think that dialogue's the same regardless of whether you pick left or right. That's the problem with some of these. Like some of them, you'll pick like Paragon or Renegade. It'll be the same dialogue. You'll just get Paragon or Renegade points instead, which is the dumbest.
I saw synthetics.
Like I think when we're talking to the Council during the trial, like you could pick Paragon or Renegade, but the actual dialogue is the same.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren.
We know it's the hub for a galactic-wide communications network.
This attack was an act of war.
Like the scientists literally told us, it's not a blueprint for a weapon.
He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop
literally
until he's wiped
explained
humanity from the face of the galaxy.
what it is.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that.
Like, that's the problem. Is like, oh, I'm gonna make an assumption, even though an NPC already told us what it is.
That's why we need the Council on our side.
Admittedly, okay, sure, it's a communications thing, and we got a message. So what was the message? Maybe the message is telling us a blueprint, but still, like, they're not wording this really right. But again, that's on Mass Effect 1, not the Legendary Edition. So yeah.
When have they ever done anything for humanity?
If we expose Saren as a traitor, the Council will revoke his Spectre status. I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Oh, is the audio, not the audio, the lip syncing off in the game, not on the recording. Although it might be worse than the recording, I don't know. I can never tell with the recording. Sometimes things look better on the recording or sound better on the recording, and sometimes they don't. I'm just looking for treasure. You gotta look everywhere. Wasn't there a Okay, I was gonna say, wasn't there a Medigel station? I think they shifted it over a little bit. It used to be like right here on the wall, but shifted it over just a little bit.
Hey, Commander.
I was waiting to ambush
After
you.
what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
You're not assigned to this ship.
Captain Anderson had me transferred to his command. Must have figured I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, you got all your men killed, just like me.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Williams. Maybe we could start again.
I'm not one to hold a grudge. I think we're all looking to put
You were waiting to ambush me, so...
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out... And you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Dead Marines. Dead colonists. And in the end, we still didn't get that beacon.
You saved a lot of lives, Commander. It might be hard to keep that in perspective. With
a lot of lives. 2 scientists and some farmers who decided to rip the Marines off. Yeah, a lot of lives, so...
I'm not looking for a shoulder to cry on, Williams. Just stay focused on your job.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, only 2 points. Shut up, game. I'm gonna get more Renegade. Eventually. Treasure. Give me the treasure. Yeah, treasure.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you...
How did you end up serving on an Alliance
ship? I cut you off. My mistake.
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure.
Yeah, well,
I wanted to travel
we're on
the
a
stars,
world,
tending
not a
the
world, a
wounds
galaxy-wide
of tough soldiers
adventure.
with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
Well, you're on my
But
ship, so, you know,
humanity needs the
what does
Alliance
Shepard
if we want
say?
to
We'll
keep
bang,
expanding
okay?
through the Traverse. And the Alliance
Although we
always
won't
needs
actually
good
be banging
doctors.
the
So I stayed
doctor.
on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use
Yeah, so
the
presumably,
L3
since we're biotic, we have an
Lieutenant Alenka was
L3.
wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain.
Insanity.
There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That's Shepard's favorite, I should go. They make fun of it in the third game, I think. Hey, 2 NPCs that we never talked to. Just always there, talking, plotting. Thinking I yell too much.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
You could say more. Let's go bother the dear captain in his quarters.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready.
Yeah, go
Tell
yell
him
at
to bring the
Joker a little
Normandy into
bit till we get to the place we're gonna land. Oh, I feel sneeze coming on. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I'm a double sneezer usually. If I sneeze 3 times, that usually means I'm getting sick. Shut up. Play equipment with everybody, but we're gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna wait till we get more of the squad. Let's look at our nice big fat tank. Although I guess it's technically Anderson's big fat tank. But it is what it is.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
No, Hatman.
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
Uh-oh, I feel the tremors on the anger of the renegade popping up. Me? Pay you, peasant?
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products.
Yeah, the
I already have several
franchise
basic
war
ones,
or whatever.
but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of.
I swear,
but each
they made
license
him
will explain what it's
gave
good
Shepard a permanent angry face.
How often
and that
will you
was
get new
that's
items?
a legendary edition
Well, that depends
thing.
on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
That's it you got. Let's go to the bottom. And we will buy these basic upgrades. And save the crap for later. Oh, that crap. There we go. Codex and XP. Look at that tiny little core. How does this crappy piece of shit ship fly. Yeah, I swore. I don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue, I suppose.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Adams, why are you whispering?
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
And I think they made Adams look like how he looks in Mass Effect 3, instead of how he just looks in the original game. I swear he wasn't bald in the first game, but oh well. So he says shame about Jenkins or whatever. Yeah, we're all sad that Leroy Jenkins lived up to his namesake. Even though I guess in this universe it wouldn't be a namesake, it'd just be a name. Although for the real world, obviously, I mean, that's such an old reference. Like, some of you people probably don't even know what Leroy Jenkins means. Ugh, getting old sucks. You youngins won't know nothing. Jeez, Leroy Jenkins, that was nearly 20 years ago. It's a little less than 20 years ago, but it's up there. It's getting there. Time flies by, and that's quite awful. Yeah, only Captain Anderson could do that, so damn it. I wanted to play Captain.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Well, stop using that goddamn hair dye. Not looking any younger, you just look wrong. Looking for codex pieces to pick up? I am here for pick up. Alright, might as well do a safety save, just, you know, wanted to pop these things, and, you know, might as well pop it.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Well, not taxpayer money, out of the Alliance, not the stupid Citadel. Like, presumably all the characters on the ship do not live at the Citadel. And they probably live, like, on Arcturus Station or somewhere in the Alliance.
Citadel fleet.
Well,
I wonder if it'll be important. That's why they're pointing it out. They made it look more shiny in this version. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but like, look at that drawing.
Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Yes, yes, it could do that.
This is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Turian ships. I can't tell what the other ships in the distance are, but the ones we're flying by are Turian ships.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Ooh, they have a loading screen for it. The Legendary Edition isn't so legendary, so they have to actually load instead of straight cut.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked
It
a
wasn't even
Turian
loading
colony.
in. The stupid new graphics they use, it sucked.
Found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well.
Yeah, their holograms look way worse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I
Why
demand
is Udina's hair so
You don't
shiny?
get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Use some
Citadel
shoe polish
Security
for his
is
hair.
investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are.
Why's his lip shiny too?
Sounds like you convinced the
Are you
Council to
crazy
give
with
us
shoe
an
polish? Or are you doing a shiny
They
chrome
were not
thing from
happy
Mad
about
Max?
Saren's their top agent.
They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The
Yeah, his hair was
on
white,
Eden
not
Prime was a chance
gray.
to prove you could
Why
get
did
the
they make it
job
so
done.
shiny?
Instead, Nihilous ended up dead and the
And it looks like
beacon
he
was
got like a
destroyed.
tan just on his
That's
face
Saren's
and not his
fault, not his.
forehead.
Then
Or
we
he's got a
better
discoloration
hope
on
the
his
CSEC
forehead like
investigation
Jenkins
turns
had on
up
his
evidence
nose.
to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres.
Like for real,
Come with me, Captain.
why
go over a few things
play this
before the
stupid
hearing.
with Legendary Edition? It's
Shepard,
more like
you and the
crappy
others can meet us
looking
at the
edition.
Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Why, because he's nasty? You should hate him because they're rich schemers that try to enrich themselves and screw you over. Not because they're mean to your face. Yeah, market 0. Yeah, we've been fine with decryption. We'll roll the dice. Yeah, we didn't screw it up. Get those side quests started. You know, shave those sideburns. So we are officially in the parts we have not shown, so I will actually have to shut up while they're talking. And oh look, they changed the embassy by putting a little red stripe in there. Yeah, great graphical update. And more fluorescent lighting. Look how lit up that guy. He looks like beige or flesh color instead of like a more brown or gray color. Like this guy looks closer, but him, he's all lit up and looks wrong.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology.
They look
but I am here
untextured,
on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, didn't
No, I talked over it, unfortunately, but the subtitles of the people in the comment section can read it and all that.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious. You have
She's
not
barely
heard.
even in the trilogy. She's
You
just
must
mentioned
be
a
new
bunch.
to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
Yeah, and they all make it nice and vague whether she's a whore or
I cannot
not.
speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive.
It's like she's like
Suffice it
both
to
a whore
say,
and not a whore at
she
the same
has
time.
compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Yo.
Why do you
I
explain
don't know, why
what
am I
we're
doing
about to say?
gibberish?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements.
They don't have mouths, they have
Namely,
just little slits in
we
their face.
discovered our vocal expression was not enough
And it looks
to
worse
convey
than
the
Legendary
feelings of
Edition.
our conversations to
Like it
our
looks like it's a big
species.
fat polygon with a line
do you
drawn in
bother,
it rather than an actual
These
slit.
Earth clan don't
like in the
really
original.
care about our ways.
The Volus guy looks better though.
Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do,
See, that's like the thing. Like,
very
I
sorry
am
for
hating
you.
on it, but like, I'm pointing it out. Like, some things objectively look worse, some things look objectively better.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
So basically,
The
dwarves in
Elcor
most
were just beginning to
settings,
explore
you know,
Council space
traditional
when
and
the Asari first made
unchanging.
contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the L-Corps groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council
right.
doesn't care about our races.
100% true.
Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived
That's
suspicions.
true, but still. Boy, do the sorry Turians and Solarians not care about the other races.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Hey, we leveled up. What was I gonna do? Fix things up? Okay, we're already maxed out those two. I'll max out, those. What does this do? Pistol and such. We want barrier. So we are pretty reckless, so we need shields to keep us alive. Alright, pop your electronics, and then you're good. And we'll pop your soldier. Oh good, gives you health, so you'll last long enough. Let me look at my renegade. Ooh, I almost got the first thing full. Alright, we're doing great. Like, you know the beauty of this? Like, when you do import into the next game, you'll start with some points. So that's probably why it's so easy to not, like, miss out stuff on the later games. Okay, so let us talk to the
Earthclan, you are
guy.
in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce
Maybe we got the big
yourself.
office because humans are good at politics. And that would be like a cool human trait, I would think.
Volus ambassador.
Because, you know, Turians are known for military, Solarians are known for diplomacy, Solarians are known for spyhood and science, and Volus are known for economics. Well, humans could be known for political maneuvers and playing, you know, political games.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus.
Yeah, they really don't care about the Volus and the L-Corps if they have to share an embassy. Especially when they've been on the Citadel for a long time and humans have only recently joined.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earthclan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status.
You know, like a baseball
Larger
team.
tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Although they are, because they're a playable race in the multiplayer in 3.
Actually, I would like to know
They
more about your
have
history.
strong biotics and
My people
tech
came to
classes,
the
so, you know,
shortly after the Asari and
engineer,
Solarians had discovered it.
adept,
We were
sentinel.
instrumental in establishing a
I
standardized
don't think they're
galactic
Vanguard, because they
economy.
don't do combat classes.
However, despite our long
So I guess they aren't
association with the
technically
Citadel
physically adept,
and our
but they
many
can
contributions to
be
galactic
useful in combat.
society, we still do not hold a seat on the council.
What is it you do here?
Yeah, making
I
a
look out for
standardized
the best interests
galactic
of the
economy
Volus
didn't get them on the council. That's
No easy
complete
task,
bullshit.
considering how often we are overlooked
Like, for real.
by the
How the hell were the Volus not on the council?
Rebuke, Dan.
And honestly, all the notable
council
races should have a
favors
seat
your
on the
species
council.
greatly.
Like, it's crazy how they
You are
don't.
naive. The Earthclan will be invited to the council long
Yep,
before our
he's right. I mean, I guess that's spoilers, but he's right.
Why aren't the Volus or
Yeah,
Earthborn
why
part of
aren't
the
they?
council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the council. All but the Earthclans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus
But he's right,
ambassador,
though.
human. He is incorrect in his
Like, how
assessment.
long does it take before the race is
Really?
quote
How long
unquote
have we
ready to
been
be a
waiting?
council member?
How
They've
long
been
do you
part
think
of the
we'll
galactic
continue to
community
wait?
for, what, hundreds of years?
This talk is wasted on the humans.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Yeah.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
No.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited
Yeah, we
to
already
the
heard
Council
that.
long
Is that
before our
Oh no,
species
yeah,
will.
we already did that, damn it.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions
Yeah,
that affect
that's the
Citadel
problem. It's like,
space.
if they're part of the galactic community, they should get a say. Like,
Goodbye,
it's ridiculous that they don't.
Yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Like, that's the thing. You're supposed to prove yourself, but if you don't have a say in what happens with the galactic community, you're never going to get strong enough to the point where you've quote-unquote proved yourself, in which case you could have a say in the shape of how things go. So, I mean, it's such a catch-22. You have to play to win and win to play.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically,
That lady actually
here
does
at
look
the
pretty nice in
Citadel
this.
embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant
It
for
still
the
says
embassies.
embassy receptionist after we know her name.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I imagine it's more than trillions. It's got to be
I should
the
be going
next
now.
level beyond
pleasant
trillion. So I imagine each race has trillions of people, and that stuff adds up. Like, I know a trillion's a really big number, but still.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Well, I imagine they need as many people as they can. Like, as more races show up and join the galactic community, they need more people to handle it.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Maybe I won't run long. I'm actually getting kind of tired and hungry. Kind of ate before the stream, but I'm getting hungry again.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make
Humans are
humanity
short-lived
their new
species,
favorite
so
pet,
that'd be
that's their
why.
business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't
Aren't
expect
the
the rest of
Turians
us
the
to just sit
fastest
back
to
and let
join
you
the
take it.
council
I'm a busy
per
man, Commander.
meeting the
What we
galactic
done here?
community? With the exception of the Asari, because the Asari established the galactic community.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
They're not above the law per se. They can just, you know, use their status to avoid getting prosecuted. And even then, a lot of times if you do something like that, you'll get in trouble. So that's why I hate that they say they're above the law. They're not
Sometimes you have to
actually
bend the law
above
to
the
keep people
law.
safe.
they have the discretion to override a rule
I've never had to break
with
the law to do my
council
job,
backing.
not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
That's not what he said,
There are
Ashley.
200,000
He said
CSEC
he's
agents.
never broken
Some
the
of them are
law.
going to be bad.
Agents under his
But
command,
we don't turn a
probably,
blind eye
because
to
there's
corruption like
probably
the Spectres do.
thousands, if not
We do
millions,
our
of other
best to
CSEC
find and
officers.
punish any officer who breaks the law.
And Citadel Station's huge.
They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
I kind
Galaxy
of spoke
needs
over
people
that.
like
Sorry,
that.
everyone.
People who do the dirty jobs.
Yeah, like me,
I
renegade.
agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it.
He's not just the Spectre, he's the best
Is that the
Spectre
kind of
alive
person this
currently.
galaxy needs?
Like, that's the thing. It's like we're
The
literally
only thing that
saying
matters is
James
accomplishing
Bond
the
is the
task.
bad guy.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
I could comment about that, but it's spoiler territory. I will yammer my head off as soon as we hit Mass Effect 2.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel.
Yeah,
We're
that's
a
why
civilian
it's
government
Citadel
agency,
Security,
but many
or
of our members
CSEC for
have
short.
had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the
Well,
two.
yeah, that's generally what a police chief does. You have your sergeants and captains deal with your officers and the actual troubles.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing
The commissioners
investigations.
are supposed to. I mean, I'm not a cop. I don't really, Oh, yeah, I just did an investigation.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Look, man. Let's hack your computer in your office. La la la. And more side. God, what a sinister sound effect for a side quest. Ooh. Like, geez, like the Master Sith computer with that music.
Don't believe the rumors. What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Oh, they changed that guy's hair for sure. It did not look like that goofy garbage in the original version.
sorry.
Look at that
What can I do for you,
weird blonde crop when he's like mostly shaven head. Like, Jesus.
What can you tell me about
They
the Asari
butchered that
Council?
character. He did not look like that much of a weirdo in the original.
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will.
I mean, it's shore leave. That's the time to get into trouble before you're back on the job.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
My side quest will be activated later. Go continue the main quest.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger-than-average stir among the diplomats and hangers on.
Yeah, we heard how you yell at
There's
people and
always
kill people.
something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies.
Well.
Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shira's. If you haven't heard of it.
Is there even a bank
If
here?
you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below.
There's no banking
For
system in the
entertainment, I
game.
try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services.
Yeah.
Most of the
Pay for
diplomats
the
and
whore.
ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about
But she
Flux
does
and
more than
Cora's Den.
boring, I suppose.
Well,
that's why
Flux
they
has
can keep it nice
gambling
and
dancing,
vague.
certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's Criminal Bar because it's an RPG. Because this is the nice bar, and then there's Criminal Bar where
So long,
side
Commander.
quests can be done and interact with criminal characters. Good job, Caden. Always with those peanut comments.
This place seems strange. There's a little more humans around.
Charming fellow. I don't want to use the word racist, since these days everyone overuses it like hell. But yeah, a little bit with that guy. Wish there were more humans. Whoa, that lady's like, oh my god, Shepard's coming this way, I better turn around. Like, I mean, really? I wish there were more humans around. You're literally in the galactic hub where it's supposed to be different species mingling together.
This level of the Citadel space station.
I hate when renegade answers are exit conversation. Like, I want to have the conversation, so I guess we gotta do the neutral path.
What does that mean?
I'm dumb Shepard, I don't know what words mean.
Programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined
I'm a
locations
VI
of
instead of an
interest
AI,
throughout
so
this
you don't have
level
to
of
kill
the
me.
Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races.
But for all my complaints, I'm legitimately happy we're finally playing through the Mass Effect trilogy for the channel. Like, I love this trilogy. It's an excuse to play it this year. I think I didn't actually play it last year. I played it the year before. I try to get at least one playthrough each year because it's such a fun trilogy and enjoyable. Admittedly, probably by the third one, I'm probably gonna get like a little tired. It's like, oh, we're going through all the same crap.
I
But
want to know more about Citadel
since
security.
we're doing this for the channel, I will be playing this till completion, or something really dire has to
Though the
happen.
majority of officers serve in the wards.
Like, something really exciting would have to come out. And admittedly, I didn't get Octopath Traveler 2 yet, so I mean, that's still like an option I can, you know, get. And there's a playthrough waiting.
If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on
Important
matters
enough.
of galactic politics maintains
Important
an embassy
enough.
on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384
Oh,
galactic standard years ago.
thousands of years ago. I was thinking hundreds. Jesus Christ, why aren't the Volus a council race? That's like such a big insult.
It was added 19 galactic standard years
What is that,
ago,
2.5?
despite
Like
some rather
Asari
vocal
generations? My god. Poor, like,
come the
geez,
Volus were
Mr.
the
Chip
first
on his
species given an
shoulder
embassy?
should be pissed.
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space.
Like, he should be just as
They
pissed at
established
Turians
many
as he
new
is
colonies
at
and trading
humans.
outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic
Yeah,
economy,
how is that
the
not
Volus
big
were
enough
granted
to
an
give him
embassy here on the
a seat on the council? They made a standard economy that they still use today.
Why weren't they made a
Like, I wouldn't say
council
that's a plot hole.
The
That's just
council
like
races have
clearly
extensive
the races in
They
the
must
game
provide personnel
don't treat each
and
other
ships
proper.
for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster.
They also have bombing fleets, which we will
It would
be
be
grabbing
unfair
in the
to
third
demand
game.
such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a
Yeah,
voice
so
on the Citadel.
the Asari and the Solarians think Volus are a lesser species. So.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
No, it's pretty damn insulting. Arrogant would
offended you.
assume that they're
Please submit all
guessing
formal
and think they're
complaints in
right.
writing to the
No.
Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a
Well,
great
the
deal
fact
of
that
thought to this
Turians
matter.
picked on
In
a
the end,
non-galactic
they decided
community
humanity's
race,
impact on
I
Citadel
would think
space
we're owed
was
something,
significant
so
enough
that
to
worked.
warrant an embassy.
Yeah, what do you think,
agree with the
BI?
decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Oh, shut up. We did embassies.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Which makes sense.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then,
They're the
three
toughest
council
military in the
races
galaxy.
have worked
So we
together
decided
to
to not
ensure the
oppose
peaceful
them.
coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
A triumvirate
It
is
can't
a
be as
good way to
simple as
balance
that.
power,
There must
but
be problems somewhere in the
the
system.
problem is they're not
I am
letting
not
the
programmed to make that kind of
quote-unquote lesser
qualified
races
judgment. My code is
influence
limited to
galactic
information
politics.
and simple interaction simulations.
Like the embassy races should get like a vote or something. Like it's crazy. Okay, that is all of it. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Okay, so we want to visit every location before going to talk to the council, if the game will let me. So nope, can't go there. The Presidium looks nice, but to be fair, it's like it's just basic like physics objects. Like, what graphics would they really need to touch up? Like, this was probably the easiest, and they have it in each of the 3 games, so I'm pretty sure they use different engines or whatever. Maybe they didn't, but either way, it was probably like the easiest thing to quote-unquote remaster. Like, for all we know, they just took assets from Mass Effect 3 and slapped it in here with like maybe a slightly newer coat of paint, but it's basically the same thing. Like, the trees and rocks and plants look different, but we don't normally, like, I wouldn't normally look at them, I just keep looking at the walkway and such, but like looking at them, so I'm actually focusing on them, it looks like they're different, like they did something to them. Whether it's better or not, I don't know, but it's different, and I could tell that it's different. I'm pretty sure I can't go down here either, but I'm gonna check. Oh, do we have infinite running because we're out of a combat zone? Yes, yeah, I knew it. Shepard runs funny. Look how funny he runs. And it does stop, so there's a hidden fatigue bar. Stamina bar, whatever.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Shut up, lady. I do what I want. I'll yell at you.
Presidium
Or hit
Tourism
you.
Terminal
Or kill
2.
you.
You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout
Like,
all
I have
levels of the
comments
Citadel.
about that. I'm not saying she's wrong. I have comments about that.
The keepers are essential to the
So
smooth
let's say there's more
operation
to
of the
it
Citadel.
than what she said.
Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including
Although I would say
incarceration
objectively,
and
what she said was not incorrect.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Yes, tell us more about this.
Who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features.
Yes,
What is the
yes.
meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it
Yes,
a tribute
piece
to
of
Prothean
art.
vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one
Lead
can
other
say for
species
sure,
to the Citadel.
making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Yes, yes. Perhaps
Tell me
later
about
in
the
the game
Citadel
we'll get
Tower.
such answers.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station.
Yeah,
Access
yeah,
to these areas
I'll
is
disagree with
restricted
that.
to those
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
appropriate
yeah.
clearance.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which
Plastic
often
worms
has
and
far-reaching
minnows.
effects on the galactic community,
Florida
is conducted in a
Everglades.
room at the apex of the Citadel Tower.
Yeah, sorry I'm talking over the
Council
conversation,
chambers
but
themselves are truly a
I'm
magnificent
sure a
sight
lot
to
of you
behold,
probably don't care
though
about this
few get to
exposition,
experience the view
and
in
if you
person.
do, my apologies
Typically,
for
only the
talking over it.
councilors,
There's
ambassadors,
subtitles.
and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an
Yeah,
audience with the
they out
Council.
there, peasants.
This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors.
Which makes sense.
Even then, few are
bureaucratic
given
garbage.
access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little
So
is
would we
known
all.
about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and
I
maintenance of the entire
think
station.
we don't get any answers about them till like
Citadel regulations protect the keepers
over halfway
against
through the second
interference during
game.
the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Yeah. Yeah. Admire the piece of artwork. I think they edited in all those bird chirps. No.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were at Torfan, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
A very good accountant.
Sounds pretty shady.
Super Paragon answer.
Everything I
Shouldn't
do
have done
falls
that.
completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motive were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds
taking the
shady to me.
Paragon option.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I do like that answer though. Good job.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Thank you, Barlavon, shady money info dealer man. Oh boy, here we go.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
I'd comment on this creature, but I think Shepard has better lines for it, and I don't want to ruin them.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one, it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family, or
Did you see that flicker? Legendary Edition's falling apart.
And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one.
Already did that.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest. This one is able to
Okay,
procure
yeah,
almost any.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Oh, this one is pleased to
Oh
do
no,
so.
3 different shops. We're gonna have to look them all. It literally just upgrades. No.
Commander.
Commander.
It is
your items.
Oh, this one
Ooh. Okay, nothing. I'm looking for licenses, so I don't have to come back here.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Commander.
Oh, this one is
Ooh. That is what we were looking for. Bye-bye. Never have to come back here again. Unless we felt like it. You freak. There'll be a lot of freaks in this playthrough, but that's okay. We'll deal with them as we see fit. Some sort of unimportant room that'll probably come back up again during a side quest. I'm being coy, but I know for sure there's a side quest back there. We'll just get to it when we get to it.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
That was actually pretty smart. It'd be so easy to just blame it all on the Krogans and destroy any history or relation that they had from
In
previous
recognition of their efforts
actions.
during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun.
Well, they didn't really have much
For a full
choice.
century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan
And if they're
under control.
overpopulated and
With the aid of
undersupplied,
the newly
they had
discovered
to, or
Turian
starvation
Empire,
and civil
they were
war.
ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
Yeah.
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
I always wanted to say the exact same dialogue just to hear her say that again.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten.
Yeah.
The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions.
Oh, there wasn't, though.
The Krogan refused
It's
to
incredibly
negotiate
violent.
and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Yeah.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry,
I mean,
but a value
I don't
judgment
actually
of that
believe
nature
that,
goes
but
beyond
yeah,
my
sure,
programming.
Shepard.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
Oh, jeez, that's
The
something I
emergence
didn't
of the
remember.
Krogan
It was a
finally turned the
300-year-long
tide in
war,
favor of
man.
the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back.
I mean, I imagine that's nothing for Krogans and Asari since they're long-lived, but boy, for the Turians and Solarians, oof, that must have seemed like forever.
The Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
Yes. If you know the
I am
Rachni, it was
sorry, but a value
100%
judgment
necessary.
of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
God, those bugs lasted a long time, like some Starship Trooper stuff. 300-year-long war.
Welcome, I am Nilina.
I don't remember this lady having face paint, so I think they changed her. Like, yeah, that face paint's way too intense. That's 100% got added in. She was just a plain blue face before.
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must
Like, why'd
understand
they
there are
change
many who
her?
seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make
Like, it's so
every effort to meet
distracting.
with
It looks like she has a milk mustache.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted.
No,
Is there
you
anything
won't.
else?
I promise you, you'll never be contacted by her. Actually, no, that's not true. Okay, my mistake. I am
What do you do here,
wrong.
I'm one of the consort's
I am
acolytes.
way wrong.
Many of the
So
people here
pardon
today
my
will
mistake.
not
I just
see the
remembered
consort, but
this
they
game a
expect
little
to
bit
be
better.
attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Yeah. So are you whores or you
What
not
exactly
whores?
do you attend to?
I want to marry that dirty
Acolyte
fool.
has her unique
That's a
abilities.
terrible impression.
Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes.
Oh, so you do fetish
My
stuff.
specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent.
I like how the Paragon option is pay the whore.
3 or 4 months.
Well, I don't want to get stuck in that conversation
What is the
loop.
consort? What does she do?
She's some kind of whore.
It's difficult to explain.
You know,
She's
whoring.
many things to many people, and something different for each.
Yeah, she's
Some seek her
a
for
fetish
advice, some for
repertoire for each
entertainment,
client.
others still for pleasure.
Yeah,
Most of
whoring,
the time,
yeah.
our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
Yeah, so there's drugs too. Drugs and
not
sex.
in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit.
Oh, she
I
does all
suggest you
sorts of
make an
stuff
appointment
that
and see for
a lot
yourself.
of girls won't do, huh?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nilina,
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
I guess that's supposed to indicate that they got
of
like
course,
a headpiece or whatever, but it just looks like they're holding their head because they have a headache. Or they're tired. That slow, mysterious walk of the faceless woman. We're not getting a look at her face.
She'd like to meet with you now.
We'll go with neutral, because I don't
What does
want
she
to dismiss the
want to see me for?
conversation.
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself.
Oh, she'll
Just head
bang you.
upstairs. She'll be
And
waiting
you're
for
the
you.
Shepard, so, you know, you're kind of a big deal. We listen to them, with them, spend time.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome.
Do they all have milk mustaches? What is the deal with that? Why'd they add that in? That 100% was not there before. I would have noticed milk mustaches everywhere. It's only Asari, because look, the human consort doesn't have a milk mustache. Look at the other human. Actually, she might have a milk mustache. Does she? Oh, I'm glitching it out. Okay, yeah, let's enjoy this. No, she does not. Well, that's weird. Yeah, let's get the Asari milk mustaches, because, you know, Legendary Edition. Milk Mustache Edition. Well, we'll be using that bubble later.
That is close enough, Commander.
Oh, thank goodness. They left Shaira alone. She doesn't have a milk mustache.
I don't like people spying on me.
He's already said that
I
today.
apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station.
You know, I just really
Many of
wanted
them
that,
become clients.
the
But that
Shepard.
is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Get to the point.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out.
You wanted some
Now
kinky
he spends
stuff
his
that I wasn't
days
willing
in
to do.
Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me.
Drinking
If you
and
would
showing
speak
some
to him
dirty
as a
pics
fellow
to everyone
soldier,
who'll
I believe
come
he
look
will
at
listen
them.
to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If
I
he
don't
wishes
like
to
that
tell you
kinky
what
stuff.
happened,
You'll
that
have to
is
ask
his
him
prerogative.
about what gets him off.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all
The
I can
Shepard
ask.
looking at her.
Appeal to a sense of
That's
honor.
not her face.
Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Oh, you'll give me a free ride? Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
You know, she's a very, very busy whore. And what is it? She's got 4 months worth of clients backed up. You know what? Let's talk to her.
Few are ever asked to aid Shaira. It's quite an honor.
What do you know about the General?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
He didn't, you know, grab her ass
I think
or anything.
I'm done here.
Of course, come back anytime.
Okay, so that's all the side content we could do for now. Let's go talk to the council and hear how they're not going to help us. Because that's basically every conversation with the council. It's like, we can't help you, Shepard. You're evil. We're going to just do nothing and hope all the problems go away. I mean, that's literally like almost every conversation with the council for all 3 games. So sorry, spoilers, for saying quote for quote the conversations with the council. It's quiet. Where's the background music? Like, the Citadel has a theme. Where is it? Did the Legendary Edition glitch out? Well, all the more reason to hate on this stupid version of the game. But for some reason, you all seem to like it more than the regular.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made a report.
Why are they sounding so quiet far away?
No, we don't, sir.
Just read the subtitles, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was. Like, it sounds weird on my... Maybe it's fine on the recording, but on my end it sounded funny. Like, I'm just happy that there's subtitles, just in case weird glitchy things like that happen. Ah, there's a named character. I wonder if he's a party member.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Yeah, he's got a scouter. He's gotta be a main character.
Your investigation is over, Garrus.
It's over 9,000.
Commander Shepard.
Garrus's armor actually looks better.
I was the
Actually,
officer in
Garrus
charge
as a
of the
whole
C-Sec
looks better.
investigation
So,
into Saren.
alright. Legendary Edition, you did a good job with Garrus. Congratulations.
Sounds like you came up empty.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are
Yeah, they
classified.
really didn't screw up
Couldn't
Garrus.
find
I mean,
anything solid.
they knew
I know he's up to
Garrus was a fan favorite.
humans say.
They couldn't have screwed him
I
up.
think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
You want to bet? But alright, I will give Legendary Edition the point. They did a good job with Garrus. He looks great, armor, face, everything. Like, man, we're only in Mass Effect 1. I can't wait to see what all the other things they butchered in this trilogy with the supposed graphical update.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Why is it so far away?
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
The Hanar, really?
You may be right. Well, the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
I moved and stopped talking because you could hear him slightly better there. So I don't want to like give you guys reading assignments. Like I know that's what the subtitles are there for, so you can read just in case you can't hear. But I rather you guys be able to hear the dialogue. Like, man, I can't believe they butchered this. Like, this was a good way for EA to get goodwill with the fans, but it butchered. Doesn't even have all the DLC. Like, we don't have the stupid space station DLC in this game. Like, I assume everything else is in the trilogy, but well, I guess we'll find out. I'll know if we're missing something, or at least I would think I would notice.
Commander.
Well, I guess your side quest will be activated later. So you're a named character. So there's no way you're just random. There's Anderson.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Yeah, hurry up. Let's ignore my butchered face.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is
God,
nothing
the holograms look way worse.
involved in any way.
The investigation
He actually looks pretty good. So does he. Like, the council members look pretty damn good.
Treason. An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilous in cold blood.
I'm slightly less
We've
shiny
read
in
the
this
Eden
scene.
Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized doctor.
And the
is
scientist.
hardly compelling proof.
And the scientist. He saw Saren too.
Nihilous was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
You're the one who destroyed the beacon. Then you tried to cover it up.
Shift the blame to cover your own failures. Just like
Couldn't
Captain
we,
Anderson.
like, trace the bombs? Because I'm sure there's certain make and model.
From a human.
So I doubt they're Geth bombs, so wouldn't that be an avenue for investigation?
You can expect me to kill you the next time
The
we
Shepard lean in and
Your
yell.
species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's
Teacher,
admission into the
Mommy,
Spectres is not
Daddy,
the purpose of this
punish
meeting.
him.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
How come he couldn't show up in person? You would think that he'd show up.
Forever. There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams?
Yeah, I'm with Saren on this one.
How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection
Well,
between
where's
Saren
C-Sec
and the
at?
Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
God, the hologram looks so terrible in this edition.
Meeting is adjourned.
This sounds kind of like Halo music.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our...
I know Saren.
The lip syncing was
He's
off
working
and it
with
cut
the Geth
off
for
the
one reason,
dialogue.
to exterminate
Legendary
the entire
edition
human race.
sucks.
Every
I didn't
colony
push a
we have is at risk.
button.
Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
I will ask questions. Normally I do want to say that, but we're going to ask questions.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that C-Sec investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Yeah, we'll pick neutral, because I do want to recruit Garrus.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in C-Sec who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Let's see what this
You can't
says.
just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wall.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago.
He said not here earlier, but oh, if you just go through the conversation, he will eventually.
I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
Yep, yep.
But only if there's no other way. Saren
Like the whole "there's no trading lives" garbage is garbage. Like everyone would love to live in an optimal,
and he knows
an
how to cover his
optimist
tracks.
view world, but Okay. So the tricky thing with this situation is we want to recruit both Garrus and Rex. Yeah, spoilers, another party member here, blah blah. So we have to do this very carefully. Like we have to do each section of this this recruitment a certain way.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying
So I'm
and
trying to
selling
remember the
information
order.
is a
I
part of the game.
think
And
we
the
go to
Shadow Broker just happens
C-Sec,
to be the best player
Core's
on the
Den,
field. Always sells to the highest
Barlavon,
Doesn't get
C-Sec,
involved in
then
politics,
back to
doesn't pick
Core's
sides.
Den. I think
Simple
that's the
system that
correct
works.
order,
He's not a
so
threat
that
to
way we
anyone,
get both
not to
Garrus and Rex.
He's just a resource we can use, or she is, Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Why Anderson's face looks all messed up? This Shadow Broker.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street.
Yeah.
They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse.
Yeah, the Traverse.
But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out.
Yeah, go pioneer and settle the West. We're not going to send you any help if you run into hostiles or wild animals.
And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
Yeah, for real. Doesn't make a difference in 2 or 3.
We have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rules.
Because I played through this trilogy. No, it doesn't make a difference.
Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council,
to be fair, if it did, the trilogy would be really short. Yeah. I mean, sorry for kind of spoilers, but not really. That was non-specific.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I mean, he's a dirty cop. Shocker.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Guess we'll go right to left.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilous was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
They sound like shadow
kind of garbage. Like, anyone who goes through the proper training can be any elite, whatever the hell.
The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them.
I mean, obviously you need the physical capabilities, but I mean, like, once you reach a certain threshold, training will make the difference. And then equipment, and then support, you know, like tech and communications and such. Dossiers. Alright, so that's Spectres, and we'll finish up.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
This is a pretty good place to stop. I was thinking about going longer, but I'm kind of tired and hungry, and we're at a good stopping point. So I think I'm going to shuffle about this section of the Citadel, and then I think I'm going to wrap things up. This is usual, like, stopping time for a stream, and we're over 2 hours and 35 minutes, which is my usual, like, goal time. I like to try to have it. That's kind of like my sweet spot, but, you know, sometimes I go over, sometimes I go under, but, So, yeah. So, next time, we will definitely be recruiting Garrus and Rex and doing the next main mission. Like, we might do some of the side quests first, but actually, no, we won't be. We gotta do that part next, because like I said, you have to do it in that specific order if you want to get both Garrus and Rex. Like, there might be a safety net that allows you to recruit the other even if you botch it, but if you actually want to recruit both of them, you should do it the way I explained it. Like, part of me, like, saving and stopping here is just so I have a save point right before that, just in case I screw it up. So as soon as we leave the Citadel Tower, I think I'll save, and then that'll be it, because...
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the...
Don't get coy.
His eyes look weird.
I'm not
He
so
kind of
sure
looks like the aliens
about
from Independence Day. Relax, I'm
Just
not
tell
a
me
cat.
what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
So yeah, the Paragon option is to not do the quest at all, which is stupid.
I could help you out.
Like, I don't think
I'm
you
not worried
get
about the
Renegade points
authorities.
for this side
I don't
quest.
even know who you are.
Like, Paragon is to not tell them who you are, which is dumb. Like, how is that the good guy option?
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well,
And this also confirms that 100% right, when it's left and right, right is Renegade and left is
Activated
Paragon.
each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
And since we're in the early game and I'm still trying to build up my Renegade points, there might be a lot of loads and savings just to make sure I get the right outcome with quests. So, yeah, that's another good reason to, like, save a lot of this stuff for next time, because I don't want to, like, do that right at the end. I know, it's been so long since I've actually done a playthrough where I actually messed something up and I had to load. I'm trying to actually remember the last time. Has it been all the way since Banner Saga? I know Banner Saga, I had to do that every time I failed a mission. Guaranteedly, if we did do Banner Saga again, which I do want to do down the line, like, that's definitely going to be like some sort of one of the anniversaries for the channel, or channels, whatever. Because you guys are probably not all watching this all in the same place. Like, this is going to get uploaded everywhere, obviously. Oh, I am explaining like this. I'm such a dummy rambling on.
Commander.
Oh, you're still not active? Guess we'll do that later. Yeah, money for each one. XP. I don't have a level up, do I? No, I do not. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do the Keepers. We're gonna pick up side quests. Need the tower, outro, and, well, save, outro, and that'll be it for today. So yeah, we probably might get to the actual 3-hour mark just because of all this wrap-up stuff we have to do, but we're basically done. I might have a comment here too, but this is pretty much the end of today's part. But yeah, not too bad for the first episode of Mass Effect. I'll be eager to continue tomorrow. We'll just have to see how the day goes. Might have more content. I did kind of mean to talk about the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, since that was a no commentary playthrough, and this would be a chance to talk about it, but I've just had plenty of things to say about Mass Effect. Who would have known I'd have a lot to say about a trilogy that I love so much? Like, people are like, oh, but you've been complaining. Yeah, at the Legendary Edition. Not the game itself, the Legendary version.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural
So now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Press X to skip? Who would want to skip that dialogue? I can't even barely even hear it. Alrighty, last scan. And then we're gonna save. Yeah, I'll mark these first. Yeah, there we go. Where are you? Save. Sure, that finishes up. Alrighty, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good things, all the usual locations, which would be YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Odyssey. If you want to see more than just videos from me, check me out at Locals and Getter, and we'll have more Mass Effect, begrudgingly Legendary Edition for you next time. Take care, bye for now.